Sardines are one of those rare foods that tick almost every box: affordable, convenient, protein-rich, and packed with omega-3 south, calcium, vitamin D, selenium, and more. Yet a lot of people buy them, try them once or twice, and walk away thinking they're not that good, or they don't agree with me. Most of the time, the fish isn't the problem. It's the way we choose, prepare, and pair it. If you've ever wished you could get all the benefits of sardines without the downsides, this is your friendly guide. We're going to walk through 10 quiet mistakes that kill the benefits, how to fix each one, and easy, tasty ways to enjoy sardines so they actually become a habit. And keep an ear out for mistake number 8. Most people do it without realizing. The first mistake is grabbing any can without checking freshness and origin. Can doesn't mean immortal. Sardines can sit on shelves for a long time, and while they stay safe to eat, taste and texture slowly decline. Older cans can be mushier, with a slightly metallic note that turns people off. Get into the habit of flipping the can. Look for recent packing or best by dates, and avoid beaten up, dented cans. Scan the label for the country of origin and the packer. Reputable canneries take pride in their process. When you can, choose wild-caught sardines from clean waters, and notice how brands that list the species and catching method are often more careful with quality. The difference between a fresh-packed sardine and one that's been languishing is the difference between "I love these" and "never again." The second mistake is buying them without skin and bones. It sounds picky, but the skin and those tiny, soft bones are a nutritional goldmine. The bones are an easy, bioavailable source of calcium. The skin carries collagen and useful fats. Both add minerals that people often miss. Many of us remove them because we think bones are weird or the skin looks fishy. But in sardines they're soft and fully edible. If the texture is what bothers you, mash the fish into a spread and you'll barely notice any pieces. A squeeze of lemon and a little olive oil helps everything meld together. Over time, your palate adapts, and you'll enjoy the richer mouthfeel and the surprising boost to your daily calcium without any pills. The third mistake is automatically draining or rinsing away the liquid. Whether your sardines are packed in extra virgin olive oil, spring water, or light brine matters. If the can is filled with a decent olive oil, you're throwing away flavor and fat-soluble nutrients when you pour it down the sink. That liquid can be the start of a simple dressing. Whisk it with lemon, a little mustard, and black pepper. Then toss through greens or drizzle over warm potatoes. If your can uses water or a very salty brine, a quick drain or brief rinse makes sense, especially if you're watching sodium or want a cleaner flavor. The key is to decide based on what's in the can, not out of habit. Train yourself to read the label once, then make a smart call. Keep good oil, drain harsh brine, and don't be afraid to taste the liquid before you toss it. The fourth mistake is hitting sardines with intense heat. Omega-3 fats are delicate. When you pan-fry sardines in very hot oil or cook them for a long time, you can oxidize those fats, flatten the flavor, and end up with a strong, lingering smell that reinforces every sardine stereotype. Instead, think gentle and quick. Add sardines to warm dishes right at the end so the heat barely kisses them. Fold them into a just drained pot of whole grain pasta with cherry tomatoes, garlic, and olive oil off the heat. Place them on toast right as it comes out of the toaster so the residual warmth softens them without cooking. If you do want them hot, a short, low bake with a lemon herb crust works beautifully and keeps the fish tender. The goal isn't to recook, it's to warm through. The fifth mistake is ignoring sodium. Some cans packed in brine can be pretty salty, which might be an issue if you're watching blood pressure or simply prefer a lighter taste. You don't have to give up sardines to fix this. Try brands that offer lower sodium options or those packed in water. If you open a salty can, a gentle rinse under cold water for a couple seconds can noticeably reduce the saltiness without washing the fish away. Then build your plate with potassium-rich sides like tomatoes, cucumbers, leafy greens, roasted peppers, or a small baked potato. That combination doesn't just taste balanced, it helps your body feel balanced too. The sixth mistake is going overboard on frequency and portion size. This one is counterintuitive because sardines are so nutritious that you might think the more, the better. But you'll feel better when you keep them in a comfortable rhythm. For most people, 2 to 3 times per week is a sweet spot, with a portion around 90 to 120 grams one typical can. That's enough to enjoy the benefits without feeling bored or noticing little quirks like taste fatigue. If you have a history of gout, keep an eye on how your body responds to foods rich in purine sardines included and listen to your healthcare provider's guidance. If you're pregnant or nursing, small fish like sardines are generally considered a safer choice because of their low mercury profile, but it's still smart to follow your physician's advice. Moderation turns a superfood into a sustainable habit. The seventh mistake is pairing sardines with ingredients that cancel out the benefits. It's easy to turn a healthy fish into an ultra-rich sandwich when you drown it in heavy mayonnaise, sugary sauces, or soft white bread that leaves you hungry again soon. Instead, think fresh, bright, and fiber-forward. Swap standard mayo for a light Greek yogurt and lemon mix. Add crunch with thinly sliced red onion and cucumbers and serve on a slice of whole grain toast. Mash sardines with avocado, lemon, and a touch of mustard for a creamy spread that feels indulgent but stays balanced. Toss them into a salad with arugula, cherry tomatoes, olives, capers, and a drizzle of good olive oil. When your companions are colorful, crisp, and high in fiber, you get better digestion, steadier energy, and a meal that actually satisfies. Here comes the big one, mistake number 8, the one most people make without realizing: choosing cans packed in cheap refined seed oils, and then eating all that oil along with the fish. Walk down the aisle, and you'll see many sardines packed in soybean, sunflower, or generic vegetable oils that don't taste great and can tip your fat profile toward more omega-6 than you really want. This doesn't mean those cans are bad or unsafe. It means you'll get more of what makes sardines special if you pick water-packed or extra virgin olive oil-packed options instead. If the only thing available is a can in seed oil, don't panic, just drain it thoroughly. You can even blot the fillets gently with a paper towel and then dress them with your own olive oil, lemon, and herbs. That simple swap upgrades both flavor and the overall quality of fats you're eating. And it's one of the easiest wins you'll ever make for better nutrition with zero extra cost. The 9th mistake is forgetting the power of acidity and herbs. A lot of people say they don't like sardines because of the fishy note. In most cases, all that's missing is balance. A squeeze of fresh lemon, a dash of sherry or red wine vinegar, a few capers, or some quick pickled red onion can transform the flavor. Herbs like parsley, dill, basil, or chives bring brightness that lifts the whole dish. Try this quick move: flake a can of sardines into a bowl, add lemon juice, a spoon of olive oil, chopped parsley, a pinch of salt and black pepper, and maybe a tiny bit of garlic. Pile it onto toasted sourdough or spoon it over warm baby potatoes. It's fast, fresh, and you'll wonder how something so simple tastes so complete. When sardines taste good, you stick with them, and that's where the benefits really compound. The 10th mistake is poor storage once the can is open. This one is easy to fix and makes a big difference. Don't store leftovers in the open metal can. It can affect flavor and isn't ideal for freshness. Instead, transfer any remaining sardines and their liquid to a small glass container with a tight lid and keep it in the fridge. Aim to finish them within a day or two. If you're a meal prep person, turn leftovers into patties right away. Mix with a spoon of oats or breadcrumbs, a bit of egg or mashed white beans as a binder, herbs, and lemon zest. Pan-sear lightly the next day for a quick lunch. The main point is simple: treat your sardines with the same care you'd give any other protein you love, and they'll love you back. Now let's put all of this into everyday action with a few friendly templates You can rotate through the week. For a 2-minute toast that feels like cafe food, mash sardines with lemon, olive oil, and cracked pepper. Spread over warm whole grain toast and crown with tomato slices and a few capers. If you like creaminess, add a thin layer of avocado underneath or a dollop of yogurt on top. For a speedy salad, toss mixed greens with a quick dressing made from the can's olive oil, fresh lemon, mustard, and salt. Add the sardines, cherry tomatoes, thin cucumber ribbons, red onion, and a handful of cooked chickpeas. It's crunchy, filling, and sunny in flavor. For a warming bowl, stir sardines into just cooked whole grain pasta off the heat with garlic softened in olive oil. Have cherry tomatoes, parsley, chili flakes, and lemon zest. The residual heat brings it together without overcooking the fish. If you prefer rice, spoon sardines over warm brown rice with sautéed spinach and a squeeze of lemon. Drizzle with tahini thinned with water and a pinch of cumin for a Mediterranean vibe. Here's a helpful way to remember the whole plan in one line. Quality can, gentle handling, smart sides, comfortable rhythm. Quality can mean checking dates, choosing trustworthy brands, and preferring water or extra virgin olive oil when you can. Gentle handling means no high heat punishment, just warming through or serving at room temperature. Smart sides means fiber, color, and acidity instead of heavy, sugary sauces and sleepy white bread. Comfortable rhythm means 2 to 3 times per week with a portion that fits your day, not a marathon of cans that leaves you bored. The beauty of sardines is that they don't ask for much, they only need you to get out of their way. As you put this into practice, you'll notice real-world wins. Breakfast can be a single slice of toast topped with sardines, lemon, and herbs, leaving you satisfied 4 hours. Lunch can be a bright salad that doesn't crash your energy mid-afternoon. Dinner can be a quick pasta or rice bowl that feels complete without being heavy. The very nutrients people pay a lot of money to supplement omega-3s for heart and brain, calcium and vitamin D for bones, high-quality protein for muscle and recovery show up in a humble can that costs less than a coffee. When you avoid the 10 pitfalls, you don't just eat sardines, you unlock what makes them special. If you've tried sardines before and weren't impressed, give them one more chance with these tweaks. Start with bacon you actually like the taste of, preferably in water or olive oil. Don't cook them hard, barely warm them or serve them cool. Add acid, herbs, crunch, and a little healthy fat. Eat them alongside colors that make you smile. Keep the portion comfortable and the frequency easy to live with. Store leftovers like a pro. And, most of all, fix mistake number 8 by ditching the cheap, deed oil bath and dressing your fish the way you want. By the time you've made sardines 3 different ways on toast, in a salad, and through a warm bowl, you'll know which style is yours. That's when the habit sticks. You reach for a can at home because it's fast, because it tastes good, and because you feel the difference afterward. Calmer hunger, steadier energy, and a quiet sense that you just did something kind for your body. If that's the relationship you want with food, simple, friendly, and effective sardines can absolutely be part of it. Let me know which mistake you've caught yourself making and which quick recipe you're going to try first. And the next time you're in the aisle, remember the 4-part formula. Pick a fresh can, handle it gently, pair it smartly, and keep it in an easy rhythm. That's how you keep the benefits and why sardines might become the most dependable little upgrade in your kitchen.